Hi guys, welcome to the first episode of Bounded By. Today we have an outstanding guest, the only man to sit on this board on the senior ABA champions list twice, our very own West Ham legend, Matthew Moss.
I don't like to watch him.
That's good job!
Thank you for having me. Cheers.
Pleasure to have you here. So, Matthew, I just want to get a sense of who you are as a person, find out about your amateur career, what got you into the sport, family life, and your dedication, and what drove you as an amateur boxer. Because as we both know, there's no money in the sport. You're doing it really just your honour.
Yep.
So if you'd like to start off, tell me about the first time you walked into a boxing gym.
All right. So when I was probably about 10 years old, and I walked into Dadson ABC.
Okay, yeah.
And I really wasn't that keen on it down there. Do you know what I mean? The geezer wasn't that nice, whatever. And then my dad took me to Eltham, and then Eltham ABC. And then I think I was like skipping for about 3 months. And
nothing else?
Nothing else. Well, I've done circuits and stuff.
Yeah.
Just about 3 months skipping. And then I said to my dad once, I just said, look, next week, we're skipping again, I'm done with it.
Yeah.
And then they put me in the ring, right, just out of chance. And then it just took to it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, obviously, we know you're a West Ham legend. So, tell me about your time at Eltham, and was it direct from Eltham to here, or?
Yeah, so I boxed for Eltham from about 11 to 14, 15. 14, I think it was.
So about junior age, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I
How many bats?
I can't remember that.
Rough.
I would say 30 maybe.
30?
Some, yeah,
At Eltham?
For Eltham, yeah,
Okay,
maybe yeah,
fair
20, 30.
Yeah.
And then
Did you win anything for Eltham?
no, I got to the semi-finals.
Of the schools?
Schoolboy. I never won a schoolboy title.
Right, yeah.
But I was trained by Steve Barrett.
Right.
And I was used to train alongside with his son, Ryan.
Okay.
And I'm still in good contact with them now, like we're good friends.
Yeah.
And then, and then I moved to West Ham when I was about 14. Yeah, I got to the semi-finals. And then I just thought my time is to move on now. Do you know what I mean?
You see it sometimes, even here, other clubs I've been at Repton coaching myself, you see kids come through the door, they've hit a wall at a club that maybe they ain't got the right sparring to push them the level above. I completely understand that. So you walk into West Ham, obviously not this facility here, because we moved here in 2012, the beautiful, famous Black Lion.
Yep.
Tell us about your time at West Ham.
Yeah, so obviously when we walked through the door, used to creak.
Oh, bad.
You remember it? And it was just the smell of sweat, hard work, and obviously Mickey May, Johnny Eames, Russell Gerrard, there was Terry Abbott, they was all there, and they knew about me, and then we just got on, like, do you know what I mean?
Okay, so let's go through your time at West Ham. So you join West Ham. How long roughly till you go out? You have your first bat.
I can't remember. It wasn't long. I think I boxed in their home show. It must have been like a month or two later.
Like a dinner show or just a club
show?
show?
I think it was like a club show.
East Ham Working Man's Club?
It could have been, yeah.
Probably
yeah.
was. They've done a lot of them there.
And then I went into championships and I boxed someone from West Ham, Ryan Notman. I don't remember him.
Oh, wow. To be fair, that amazes me because even now, here, there's a rule. Boys don't box each other. Yeah. Some clubs do it. There's a few clubs that do it, but West Ham profusely do not like it at
Back
all.
in the day, they did say you won't be boxing each other, but we was both same weight, and I just joined West Ham. So
obviously, you mentioned some good names: Russell Gerrard, Terry Abbott, but we can't not mention. Obviously, you mentioned Mickey May. So we all know Mickey May is an absolute legend of the sport. Even the the now boxer of the day or the tournament for the senior ABAs, it's now called the Elite Finals, is the Mickey May Award. So tell us about Mickey, what it was like to be coached by him. And
Yeah, everyone loved Mickey. He was the main man kind of thing. Him and Terry Terry, it was a good partnership. And then but when he said something, you done it. Do you know what I mean? It was
no messing about.
Yeah, no messing about. Do you know what I mean? He was but he was a good fellow. Like, I loved the way he trained. He was just hard graft. He was Paco.
No messing about. There was no stone unturned with Mickey. So in terms of your career with West Ham, you joined here at 14. How old were you when you win your first national title for West Ham?
So I was at 14. I think it must have been about 15 or 16.
So you won the junior ABAs, right?
I won the junior ABAs, and then I won the NABCs, which is the Feds, in the same year. And then the following year, I won the junior ABAs again.
Okay, so you've won
I must have been about 15 or 16 it was.
So you've won them 3 national titles, yeah? In that time, England sniffing around, you get an England call up?
Yeah, I was boxing so I boxed for England. My first call from England was when I was 13.
When you were still at Eltham?
Eltham, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I boxed for England twice. I boxed against Russia and Wales, won them both.
Nice.
And then obviously I moved. And then I started getting calls again once I won a couple more titles.
You're starting to win things, your name's getting recognised. What are some of the names that you would have boxed with in terms of amateur boxing on that England setup?
It would have been like Matthew Macklin, Paul Smith, Mark Moran, Craig Lyons. His dad won the ABA 7 times, so he was well known. And Cole Frotch, but he was a year above me. So,
he was a year above me,
David Hay.
Funny enough, I was talking to you the other day. My cousin was only a couple of years below you. Gary Coveley, boxed for Repton. Yeah. He was Kevin Mitchell's age range. He was a couple of years lower than you. But
Darren Barker.
Didn't you box Darren Barker in your first senior AV?
Yeah, I beat him. Yeah,
you beat him. Okay.
I think he just moved to Repton. I moved to West Ham, and whoever wins this fight
probably go on to do the whole thing.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
And then I beat him. Yeah.
It's not so much now, but I remember back in them days, just to get out of the North East, divs was a challenge, let alone get out of London. Yeah. So my dad used to say, get out of London's the hard part. Once you do that, not that it's a walk in the park, no disrespect to any boxing against in there, but London alone, the core of boxers was something else. You've got West Ham, Repton. You've got loads of clubs in the London area. So going forward, you've won your junior titles. Then it comes to your first seniors. You win in 2001, as we can see on the board.
Yeah, I was 19 then.
Was that your first year?
That was my first year.
Your first year.
So Mickey May, he turned senior head trainer, that year before.
So about 2000.
And he said to everyone he's going to get a senior ABA title within 5 years. We've done it in 2. And that was my first senior ABA title.
Okay, so tell us about the run for your first.
From first, so my first senior fight was just in the ABAs. Yeah. I boxed England's #1, Tony Joyton. And Tony Joyton used to box for here, but then
who was he boxing for at the time?
He moved to Repton.
Okay.
And then and I had him. He was England's #1, and I stopped him in the second round. And then
good start to your senior debut.
Yeah, I know. And then I can't remember the names who I boxed, but then in the final, I fought someone from up north, Owen Trainer. Right. And all he did was running the thing, so I just had to cut him off.
Just cut the ring down. Yeah. And as Mick said, go to work.
That's it.
So that's your first one. Then you go on to, is it 2 years later? It's 3 years later.
Yeah. So in the meantime, I had the Commonwealths.
Oh yeah, of course. How can I forget the Commonwealth Games?
Yeah. Oh, and then I had pulled out. I pulled out of the ABAs then because I was concentrating
Yeah.
for the Commonwealths.
Okay.
And then,
So would you have said you was more? Was you obviously not? We're at Sheffield now. Was you at the Sport of Crystal Palace at the
I
England
was
Institute?
I never
Always
went to.
there.
Yeah, always
Yeah.
there. Yeah.
Was
yeah.
you there more than you was here, or?
So with the Englands, yeah, I was there most weekends, I would
Okay.
say. And then obviously we had weeks away
Yeah. Of course.
for
You'd
training
fly
camps.
somewhere,
Yeah,
or
yeah.
yeah.
But yeah, I wasn't a big fan of the England camps. It was just
Any reason in particular?
because it was how I won my fights was like Mickey Wayway. It was like coming
Yeah.
forward, work rate and stuff.
Yeah.
He was trying to teach me, trying to get me to box another way, and I didn't win my fights like that.
Yeah.
It was like picking off on my toes
Even
and
now, you hear boxers say, "Oh, they try and change the way I fight." If you're winning in a certain type of way, I can understand adapting in a fight if your way's not working, but if you're going through winning national title after national title, let a boxer box.
So when I was there, it was in England. The main coaches was Ian Irwin and Terry Edwards. And Terry Edwards, I used to like him, but he never been in the ring, so he didn't know about styles and stuff. Do you know what I mean? He just knew probably one style that's probably got him to a certain level. And then he thinks, oh, if I can do that now. I didn't win my fights like that. I won it Mickey May way. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
well, no, the Mickey May way does work. The amount of champions he's got across this board,
hundreds,
absolute legend. Funny enough, my brother Sam Cox could have gone up there twice. He lost out in the junior ABAs and the NABC finals. But then you're concentrating with England. Then you go and compete in 2004 for your second senior ABA title. So tell us about that, because if I'm right, do you remember Bernie from Newham?
Yes.
He reckons that board's wrong because he now coaches here. He said you and Kevin won your senior ABA titles on the same night.
No.
So Bernie, you're wrong.
So I went into 3 senior ABA competitions. I got into the finals every time. Okay. But when Kevin won, I got beat by Don Broadhurst. It was a close fight.
So that's where he's obviously gone wrong, sort of thing.
And then I boxed Commonwealths, and then obviously what happened in Commonwealths, and then I moved on the next year to senior ABA, to the ABAs and won them. I went up a weight.
So what do you think your reasoning was for that loss in that year in between, or the between your 2 national titles when you lost in the final? Was there anything in specific? Was it weight? Was it personal life?
No, it was
just a better boxer on the day.
It wasn't even. It was close.
Oh, flip of a coin.
Yeah, he would even tell you one of the toughest people.
Yeah, 3-2.
It was really close. Okay. Really close. He could have gone either way.
Yeah. So we finally, after Lucian Reid in 2013, got our new senior ABA champion in Fred Pullen. I think we're going to have to start calling ourselves the Head Clash champions. The last 2 national finalists, winners of the bats had to be stopped because of a head clash, and then they score it from there.
All right. So, that's what happened to me in the 4 Nations. I was boxing an Irish fella, and then I think we clashed of heads, and then it went to the points.
Yeah, because they score it on the action that they've seen already. Yeah. So obviously, I mentioned making weight. Did you ever struggle? Did you find it hard? Was you a bin bag wearer?
All the time. When we was at the old gym, you could see where I was because I used to wear sweatsuits, and there was just puddles of water, just sweat like.
So
everywhere.
When you was boxing, so say for instance your senior, so let's go for your first senior ABA title. What weight did you win it at?
That was at 51 kilos.
What weight was you walking around at?
I was heavy. I used to blow up big time.
Bit of a Ricky Fatton, then?
Yeah, big
Up
time.
and down?
Yeah,
Okay.
That was my fight, was getting the weight down.
That was the hardest part for you, was making the weight.
Yeah.
So,
But it made me fit, it made me strong, and that's what helped me win the titles, I believe.
okay. But in terms of techniques, obviously, a lot of people think that just crashing to do the weight. I bet you done it over a period of time.
Obviously, I had time of when the championships, like they gave me notice.
Yeah.
But I lived in the sweatsuit, so I was always, honestly,
Did you ever feel a bit drained?
all the time.
Yeah.
All the time. I remember one time I was getting ready for a fight, and do you remember Jimmy Murphy?
Yeah.
He used to be like the matchmaker,
Yeah.
and we was getting ready for a fight. I think it was on the day I'm a little bit over, and then so there was massive heaters in the old gym, like massive, and so he's put them on. I'm on the bike cycling. Of course,
Bone dry.
And my mouth's so dry, like I couldn't speak right. So he's got a stone, washed it, put it in my mouth, so suck on that to get the saliva going. Right, just got some truth, right? So I'm cycling, sucking on the stone, and then about 10 minutes later, as that stone coming on, like as your saliva come out, it was bone dry still.
So we're hearing about you killing yourself to make weight. As we know, amateur boxing, there's not a single penny in it. For coaches or boxers, unless obviously you're competing for England and GB and you're getting paid. Well, I don't know if it was like that in your day. It is now. So what kept you going? What gives you that drive to carry on and want to push yourself to be the best you can be in a sport where you ain't getting nothing monetary?
So when obviously, when I was an England boxer, the lottery funded
just started.
Yeah, and I was getting paid, so it wasn't too bad. But
I'm talking
before
you've
that,
got years upon years.
I just, because I love sport, I love it. I love the training, love the banter, love being in the gym.
That's what I've always said. I'm a what I would say amateur boxing purist. I come from a huge amateur boxing family. As you know, my granddad was chairman of England, chairman of Repton. My dad's Olympic qualified referee. I'm a coach. It's in the blood. Hence the name of the podcast. So, was your family involved in the sport at all?
Never. No.
Never?
No.
Just your dad took you down the gym? Was you an unruly child at school?
So I'm an only child.
Okay.
But when I was little, there was just something in me that my dad said, "Hey, just take me to a boxing gym."
Yeah.
I was like, keep fit, mad. I was used to play football and stuff.
Yeah.
And then I was just
any good?
I was alright. I was better at boxing.
Yeah.
And then
I heard you support the right football team. Up to Chelsea.
And West Ham.
No, West Ham for boxing, Chelsea for football.
And then so it was just something in me, and then that's why he took me to.
So there's no monetary gain, obviously, in the beginning of your career. Obviously, your father's going to be out of pocket a lot of the time because he's got to buy gloves, got to buy boots, got to take you wherever he's got to take you, petrol, whatever. And then we call this a sport. You said I love the sport. So amateur boxing is a sport. Obviously, for me, pro boxing is a business.
Yep.
It's a pure dog-eat-dog business. So we don't play this sport because we know if you play boxing, you get in terms of the amateur game, for you, what do you prefer? I said I'm an amateur period. Do you prefer the amateurs or the pros? Because I know you work with some pros, you work with some amateurs. What part of the sport in the whole do you prefer being around?
I want to do both. I love.
But if you had a gun to your head and they said you can only train amateurs now or pros or be involved in one side of the sport.
If I had to choose, I don't know. I probably the amateurs because at the moment I've got Giorgio who's my pro, right?
Yeah.
I love training him.
His brother comes down here sometimes with us for sparring, doesn't he?
That's Giorgio who comes down. Yeah.
Oh, Andy's younger brother. And you got a younger brother?
Nah.
Oh, there's a fella that looks like him that comes down here.
So yeah, he but yeah, probably because I can make a big club. Do you know what I mean? I'd love if you had the gunsmith. That's what I want to do both.
Of course.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. So I've like obviously West Ham. I coach here now.
Yeah.
You boxed here. It's a beautiful club.
It's the best club for me.
Yeah.
Love it. Absolutely love it. The smell, the colours.
Yeah. To be fair, claret and blue is a decent colour combination.
Pucker colour.
Decent colour. So now let's talk a little bit about your pro career. I was looking on BoxRec earlier. You've only had 2 losses.
Mm-hmm.
One was to Derry Matthews.
Yeah.
That was like the middle of your career. Then you had 1 loss at the end of your career.
Yeah.
Let's talk about your pro career just a little bit.
So when I turned pro, I turned with Johnny Eames. Johnny Eames used to be a coach.
Yeah,
great
coach.
Yeah, really good coach. And then so I went with him. I had 15 bouts, and like you said, I lost 2. My first fight was against he's called Fred James from Wales, I think he was.
Okay.
And he was tough.
Yeah.
From my first fight.
So it wasn't an absolutely walkover like a normal journey. Sometimes you walk over.
No.
He
come out to win. And
he had a scrap.
Yeah. It was good. 4 rounds, 4 threes.
Yeah.
But it was a good scrap.
So what was that like? The extra round, because we do 3 threes in amateurs.
Yeah, back in my day, it was 4 twos I used to.
Oh, you used to do 4 twos? Okay, yeah.
So it was a bit different for the extra minute and that, but you train.
Yeah,
so I used to spar pros when I was at West Ham. So Martin Powell used to come down a lot.
Okay.
Used to bash him out.
So, tell me about your role in boxing now.
My role, I'm looking for a gym. I want to
open your own amateur boxing club,
and I've got a pro. And I'll train him in Kidbrooke in South London,
not far from where I live now.
Yeah, where actually live?
I'm in just like Bellingham, Downham, that sort of area. So not far from here. So
yeah, and so I'm just ticking over, just looking about. West Ham wanted me to join the, like when they
coaching here.
Yeah, coaching here. I need to open my own gym.
You want your own gym?
It's my time now.
What would you call it?
I don't know. I've been thinking loads. I'm not too sure. I've even thought about
the Matty Marsh way.
I even thought about Mickey's gym. Do you know what I mean? After Mickey, I think it's been taken. So
what about May's gym?
Yeah, maybe.
Or Double M?
Yeah.
Double M gym. You know what it stands for. So see them days that you'd come into the gym and you weren't really feeling it. What would you do to push through it on the days where you were struggling?
What would I do?
So do you know them days you've had to drag yourself to the gym?
Yeah.
Because we all have them. You just don't want to be in there.
Yeah. So to be honest with you, I can't
remember a day like that.
No, I used to love training. Like all the kids used to look up to us, like, and then I used to just walk in and just. Yeah, the only thing that scared me back in the day.
Mickey?
It was getting on them scales.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
So when they used to.
I think they're still the same scales from the Black Lion.
I just didn't like. I used to get the kids to weigh in, and then when they was concentrating on the kids, I used to sneak out the door like. You know what I mean? I didn't want to get on the scales, because I was always heavy, like. So.
Yeah. So how does it feel to still be currently the only 2-time senior ABA champion at such a historic boxing club?
Oh, obviously, Praz. You know what I mean? I love it. That's why I want people to remember. I know it happens, but people forget. The time moves on. But I hope someone gets their name on there twice. Or 3 times.
Course.
You know what I mean?
Of course.
I want to see that. I want to see
the senior squad. You've got me, Sarah, Tony, great coach. So hopefully we can get some more names up there. Fred obviously is one of our senior boxers, but he he because like with you, he's with England a lot. He works, so, and then he trains with Kev because he can never get down to us because of the way things are working. So but he's another good boy. You never know. You can see his name because obviously there's a gap, so he could technically become the first back-to-back senior AB.
Yeah.
But it's now called the Senior Elites since the split of the ABA and England boxing. But if you had any advice for any young boxer, what would it be?
Stay in the gym, work hard, put 100% into your training, and just knuckle down. Obviously, your time away from the gym counts a lot. Because if you're out going out, getting on the piss and stuff, that's no good.
Yeah,
you want to stay at home, and then
because, like I said earlier, you play football, you play rugby,
you don't play boxing.
You can't play boxing because I tell my boxers when I see him having a lazy day on maybe a circuit, I said, you're cheating yourself. I'm not the one with some geezer in the ring that wants to knock me spark out. So you cheat yourself in the gym, you'll end up on the canvas.
So like when I was younger, right? So when say like Mickey would say, give me 10 press ups, right? Just because of the truth, I always give him 15. If he said, give me 15.
That's the aura Mickey had though. You wanted. I
wanted to do more.
Yeah.
And that's why I think we got on so well because I always done a little bit extra. He would say to me, go for a 3 mile run the weekend. Oh, he'll come out, just do a 3 mile run. I said, no, I've done 5. And he liked that. I always done that extra because I wanted it.
So who would you say was your toughest bout in the amateurs? Let's not say international because people might not hear. Let's see a name that people from England would probably recognise.
So from a geezer called, he's from Liverpool. I forgot his name now. I'm bad with names. He'll come to me in a minute. But he's from Liverpool and he can hit hard.
Yeah. And
I didn't know this, but he knocked out his 5 or 6 opponents before he come to me. This was like in the ABAs.
Okay.
Or junior ABAs. One or the other. But he hit hard. And he thought he had, like he's going to breathe through me.
Yeah, he thought he was going to knock your spark
out. And that's what he was telling people, I'm going to go through him. And when he walked out, he went to me, that was fucking hard. But I beat him, but it was a scruffy fight. But I won purely because my work rate was higher. I was fitter. Okay. You know what I mean?
So we glazed past his name earlier. We know you boxed him, Darren Barker. What was that fight like?
Again, it was a scruffy fight. There was no class to it. We just went at it. I won it, but it wasn't boxing. It was scruffy. You know what I mean? It just wasn't.
So obviously,
it wasn't my best.
We mentioned you coaching now, George. Tell us about him. We'll shine some light on his career, what he's done so far.
George, so he's Romanian. He's only been boxing for about 5 or 6 years altogether.
Okay.
But he's got a bit of natural talent behind him. That's what's helped him through. He used to box for in the Alliance.
Okay.
So he had like 21, 22 fights.
Funny enough, the Alliance is still technically the ABA.
Yes, yeah, they are. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he won the ABAs a couple of times. He had say 20 fights. He won 18. So he only lost 2.
Yeah.
His first and his last one. And then he turned pro. He's gone with Steve Goodwin, and he's doing.
Funny enough, my brother was signed to Steve Goodwin.
Oh really? Yeah.
Yeah, he was before he moved over to Dubai. My brother Sam. Yeah. So
he's a good promoter.
Yeah, he's a really good promoter. I remember he had Frank Buglioni. That was his big star back in the day. Obviously, I've known Frank since I was knee high because of the Repton connection. But I'm going to say thank you for coming on my pod today.
No, thank you for having me.
Guys, that was the first episode of Bounded By. I should soon be releasing another episode, but don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you very much. West Ham.
Thank you.
Hey, Jimmy, don't drop that.